Hello friends, my name is Sabzwari and today I'm going to read my novel Farishta. So I will record the first chapter of this novel. So here we are. It was September morning. As I woke up, I glanced at small table clock, which is rather a awakening clock. It was 11:30 in the morning. I usually work 5 days a week and early in the morning I go to work. Saturdays and Sundays are off, so I do not go to work. On Friday night, my friends and me we chat until late. Sometime I watch TV and sometime I play cards. But honestly speaking, I do not like playing cards. I prefer watching TV instead or even love to read some book. When I get bored watching TV or reading book, then I go to sleep. And I sleep till late. When I woke up this morning, I went to the kitchen and the first thing I did that I washed all the vessels and utensils which we left last night in the sink. And at the same time I placed small vessel which is specially made for the tea on cooker. In the meantime, my friend Farishta woke up as well. He took two croissants and cut them from middle and spreaded some butter on them, and then he placed them in microwave oven. When tea got ready, I poured it in teacups and he placed those croissants in a plate. We just started our breakfast. Someone rang the house bell. I had my half croissant and I left remaining in the plate and went to answer on intercom. Who is this person came to see us? I asked. Who is this? Answer was Paripekar. I swiftly opened the door. In a blink of eye, Paripekar was in front of me. I habitually asked about a cup of tea, but he replied I had my coffee from coffee bar. Farishta took his cup of tea and croissant and sat in a corner. Paripekar and I started talking each other. My friend Paripekar doesn't like at all Farishta because Farishta is a very bold and outspoken person and he doesn't care about anyone. That's what Paripekar thinks. Paripekar's real name is Saqlain, but I call him Paripekar. You must be thinking why I call him Paripekar. Long time ago, Pakistan television showed TV drama and in that there was one character whose name was Saqlain Paripekar. So it's quite normal when you hear someone has named Saqlain, you abruptly say Paripekar even if you aren't willing. Now in Arezzo everyone calls him Paripekar. Nobody calls him Saqlain. Saqlain was working in a newspaper in Pakistan. He had culture and fine art beat. The people who are attached with journalism they must know what kind of beat is this. Saqlain Paripekar did masters in journalism and worked free with many newspapers and finally found a job with some newspaper that used to give him 100 rupees per news. When he had little experience, he found permanent job in a famous and well-known newspaper and his salary was 5,000 rupees per month. In the beginning, Saqlain used to take buses and wagons, kind of public transport in Pakistan, to reach at the venue for reporting, but later on he bought a second-hand motorbike. The advantage of the motorbike was that the company for whom he was working they started giving him some contribution for petrol and they started paying his mobile bill, but it should not have been more than 1000 rupees. With the passage of time, he came to know how one should be professional journalist and what is his job. The problems he faced in the beginning now they were peanuts. The newspaper for whom he was working, some unauthentic news got published about some important governmental department and later on it was discovered that that news was wrong. The newspaper's editor gave Saqlain's name just to save his job, even though Saqlain had nothing to do with that news. Therefore, Saqlain left the job and started working for some news agency. It has been 2 days that he was working for this news agency and he got an invitation to some conference in Germany. He easily got visa and proceeded from his hometown News agency that he isn't coming back. He wasn't the first person who did that. The people who work for newspapers and news agencies, they often use this tactic to come to Europe, and Saqlain luckily got invitation from Germany and he took the advantage. Saqlain must be 30 years old, height must be 5 feet 7 inches, fair complexion, thick black hair, and he had black beard as well. His eyes are small, quite hidden. He is not Paripekar, as Paripekar means the person who looks like fairy or qualities like fairy. However, people in Arezzo call him Paripekar. You discuss with him on any topic, he will speak constantly without any hesitation. Poetry, prose, drama, films, even every kind of fine art. He's mad in love with every branch of fine art. After working in a newspaper and spending some time in the world of journalism, got knowledge of current affairs as well. Therefore, he is well aware of nearly everything what is going on in the world. Saqlain, when he came to Italy, his first city was Milan. As soon as he got Italian work permit, permesso di soggiorno, he left Milan and came to Arezzo. In the beginning, he didn't like the environment of this small city, but with the passage of time, he got habitual of all these things. In Arezzo, he found job in a small wrought iron factory. 5 days work and Saturday, Sunday free. People say that once you are addicted of journalism, you can't get rid of it. It's like drug. Once you are in this profession, you can't do any other job. You will be misfit. In other words, you remain useless. However, Saqlain proved it that this saying is wrong. He works 5 days in a wrought iron factory where they make iron gates, and other 2 days he dedicates to other activities. He writes articles for Rome-based Urdu newspaper Azad occasionally. He writes for some online newspapers just to fulfill his journalism desires. Like this, he feels content and still related with creative and literary work. And people in contact with this kind of people, since he is in Arezzo, he participates in all activities and parties. They are either religious, social, or sports. In gatherings like these, he always finds some topic to write and just to convey his point of view to other people via writing. Saqlain's philosophy of life is that one should have some goal in his life. There should be some meaning of life. If you don't have such kind of thoughts, then you are living like animal. Even they have some targets in their life. Today he was carrying a book and he wanted to write something about something in an article form for Azad newspaper, and he found some interesting facts in that book and he wanted to use them for his writing. I always appreciate him, so he came to discuss with me about this and always feels comfortable to tell me about his problems. So he came for that today. I asked, Paripekar, I think you look upset today. Is anything bothering you? He said, nothing special. Newspaper's editor called me from Rome that newspaper will be in press in couple of days. Therefore, I am waiting for your article or column. I am thinking, what should I write? I don't have enough time. There are so many things around you. You can write about anything. They don't pay you, so why you are worried about writing anything? Forget about money, my dear friend. I don't do this for money. I just provide service for Urdu language, and one should not judge everything in profit and loss sense. I earn enough money for my living. Okay, then write something about Arezzo. Definitely. When I shall have time, I will surely write something about this city, especially history. Farishta was listening their conversation. He just said, write something about some Chaudhry Saqlain Saab. Take his interview. He will give you money and will introduce you with other important people as well. Farishta Saab, thanks very much for your suggestion. However, One thing you keep in your mind that at this right moment I am in Arezzo and very far from Pakistan geographically and culturally. And as long as concerned relation with other people, I am common and I want to be a common man. I don't judge people in such a way. I'm very much thankful to God that I have good relations with people of Arezzo and I have earned enough respect in this short period. One thing was shocking for Saqlain that in Arezzo everyone used to call him Paripekar and people were nearly unaware of his real name. But he called him Saqlain. He does not like him, even doesn't want to see him, and he calls him Saqlain instead of Paripekar. That was quite astonishing and commendable. Thank you. 2025 पे